producer for many years, got a tip that Gregory Peck had died. And he was trying to, it was like a Friday, and we're trying to find out. And he finally, from a publicist, got a phone number that he never should have had. And he called and said, I'm so sorry, identified himself. We hear that Mr. Peck has passed on. And I can't do the voice. You can probably do it.
I'm here.
So the woman who answered the phone hands the phone to someone who says, I don't even have a cold. He was
shut
alive.
up.
We almost killed off so many people.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to, what's it called?
So Unanchored.
So Unanchored. So Unanchored, that's the name of the show now. So Unanchored, my name is Steve.
Jillian Barbary, hello.
Dorothy Lucy. Oh, I like that. Hello.
Hello. How are you? First of all, we welcome you in. We're glad you're here. I read a thing that said, when you do podcasts,
okay, what?
You get 7 seconds to hook the audience.
Oh,
it's already too late.
You want to see my boobs? I don't have nips.
Yeah.
Speaking of.
Too late. No, it's 23 seconds.
Oh, because nips are really in right now.
It was the nip ball, not the Met Ball. You guys saw it. What do you think of stuff like that? Did you even see it? You saw clips.
No, I can't miss it because I'm on the phone. It's coming up all the time.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything I'm less interested in.
Naked celebrities? Yeah.
Well, that's a different category.
Well, no,
there was a lot.
Yeah.
That, like, naked is the new clothing.
Yeah. Okay.
And you know who started it, as you mentioned?
What, Kardashians? Oh, no,
Kanye's wife.
Is still married,
Bianca.
right?
Yeah, they're still married.
Do you think she's annoyed that everybody's copying her nakedness?
I don't know.
I think that Eve is annoyed.
Adam's wife?
Yeah.
Were they actually married?
I don't think so. I think there were a little hanky-panky going on there.
Who was your favorite?
Favorite dress? Oh, now we're really annoyed, Steve.
Favorite person?
Sutton Foster.
Oh, my God. Are you
adorable.
Kidding?
No, she would look nice, didn't
She's
she?
adorable. Sabrina Carpenter, I thought she was wearing film strips. I thought that was just kind of cool because the whole idea was fashion is art.
Yeah.
You have an email? You have
I know. I'm looking for the woman. I want to show. No, I want to show the pictures of her. The beautiful,
but prettiest
Aoki.
dress. I know nobody likes Blake Lively as much as they used to, but I loved her dress.
Who was the girl? I'm trying to find her name. I think her name's Aoki, the beautiful black woman with the tears. She was a statue with the slick back hair.
Oh yeah, better than Heidi Klum's.
Heidi Klum's was
good.
It was like a Halloween thing.
Creepy.
No,
yeah.
this was like the tears. She was like bronze goddess gold. I think her name's Aoki. Is that her?
I
No,
like
that's
the bubble dress. That was adorable.
Well, you've already lost me.
I know. Okay, we're done.
I mean, the idea being that now we all apparently have to be naked all the time.
That's the idea.
That's the idea.
The Met Ball.
I got to go to the gym.
As Anna Wintour came out, we knew this was happening with Lauren Sanchez when she was sort of courting her months ago.
Well, Lauren and Jeff Bezos were
$10 million.
$10 million supporters, the top donors.
Usually it's a fashion brand that does it.
Yeah.
And so this is the first year that, billionaires have done it. And it caused a big stir. There was a lot of people that didn't go, a lot of models.
Well, you got a problem in New York. It's New York. They're all liberal, and they hate Bezos because of his attitude toward Trump.
Well, not just that. His workers.
His workers, too.
The Amazon workers. And I don't know if he's an absolute Trumper. I don't know that they're Trumpers.
No, they're all Dorothy knew this long ago. They're all transactional.
And he's, he was at the inauguration.
Whoever has the lollipop gets it sucked.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes. Think about that.
That's what we should have called the podcast.
Now think about people like Zuckerberg who were very liberal in college.
You know what?
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that stage, I realized, they're all billionaires and that we, as the working class of America, are fucked.
So that leads us to...
Let them eat cake and make it spoiled and rotten with worms in it. What? Sorry. That's just my thought.
Sorry, another good name for this podcast.
I realize I'm getting a headache I haven't had in 15 years.
You're welcome.
And it feels familiar.
It feels
familiar to me.
You're welcome.
I'm getting a flashback. All right. I want to talk about UFOs because it's very much. I don't know if you're aware of it. It's top of the page right now. It's the big story. The government is now releasing information about UFOs.
I have a question for our viewers and listeners. Do you guys believe in UFO? Come on. We're all adults here. I don't. I think it's a bunch of malarkey bullshit. And especially in this day and age, we would have proof now. Go ahead.
It's a big, big galaxy out there.
You think there's green chicks?
Many other galaxies.
I know that Captain Kirk screwed a few of blue
Well,
ones.
there's that. I'm glad you said that because we are in the solar system. We have our sun, it's heliocentric. We have our
Damn it, Jim, I'm not a doctor.
So in our Milky Way, that's our galaxy. We're in the Milky Way.
Can we beam him up and out?
In our Milky Way.
That was my dog's name, yeah.
We're one. Hold it
Up and out.
Milky Way.
Okay, there's one sun that's ours, and we have the planets. In our Milky Way, there are between 4 billion and 1 trillion systems just like ours.
Let me draw them.
In our Milky Way.
We know what they're going to look like.
Okay.
But didn't you
And
think,
let me
the
finish.
astronauts just came back and showed us there's a big bad world out there.
Well, it's so much bigger than
Did
that.
they show life?
Let me make this point, and then I'll shut up. And you can all
This is the
do whatever
planet
you
that
say.
I'm going to land on.
Scientists.
If you can't see it, you know, because it's always the same with our Jill. You know, for such a good artist, it's oddly the only thing you really draw.
You know what?
I can't show them.
You know the planet Uranus? It's located nearby.
It's just a little north of, for half the population.
Did the astronauts find that near Uranus?
What?
Okay, go ahead.
A little closer, more like the moon.
Okay.
Just for a moment, scientists know they don't know anything, but they know that there are 1 trillion galaxies like the Milky Way.
And there are things that many people have seen that cannot be explained.
Speaking of the Milky Way.
I just want to finish this. There are a septillion planets they can observe. You don't think in all of that mass, we are less than nothing?
There could be some. I think we're less than nothing, but that doesn't necessarily mean there are little green people out there.
There's not green people out there.
Maybe
You think the Great
blue.
Gazoo is out there like, come on.
I interviewed the 2 guys. Maybe you'll remember this case. It's church lady. Do not look at this.
I put a flying saucer below.
I know it's
No,
not
it's a flying
fair to
sombrero.
not show you what she's drawing, but it'd be worse if we showed you.
Go ahead. Yeah, you're right though.
How about another topic?
It is right above
Mr.
Uranus.
Topics. Is it about? Yeah,
I
it's
needed
about.
a laugh. I've been crying every single day. I'm depressed because I'm in the in-between.
And I'm going to get depressed.
Can I tell you what the in-between is?
What are you in between?
I have a teenage daughter and son, and I
and your
have
parents.
88-year-old parents. Yeah. That's it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's talk about Uranus. Go ahead.
Can you picture infinity?
And beyond.
No. Can you picture infinity?
Buzz.
Yes, of course I can.
How can you? I can't.
I can. It just goes on and on
And then
and
what?
on
And
and
then what?
on and
Church
nothing.
lady, heaven.
And then what?
Are you going to heaven?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to heaven.
Do you believe in God?
Just because you worked with us?
Do I believe in God? That's a good question. I do not believe in the strict gods and team and tribal and rules and stuff like that.
yeah.
And I think
But you're not a universe guy.
I
I
think
mean, you believe in a God.
I think I don't know. I think if there is a anthropomorphic God, if there's a God that we think is God, he's looking at us and saying, "I got a couple of things wrong here."
He is going to hell.
And if the Earth was created in 7 days, this is Tuesday. We think it's Sunday. Yeah. It's really Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree. I believe.
I don't believe that you don't believe in God.
Well,
I don't believe you.
My daughter said she doesn't know, and that freaked
But
me out.
she's young. He's not young.
There are.
By any means.
Let's say you're Hindu. There are 1,300,000 million Hindus, as many as there are Catholics, more than there are Protestants.
Really?
The Hindus believe in either 33 gods or 330 gods or one god Brahman and then all these other gods.
Do you think all of the books are fairy tales like the Quran and the Bible? Because some people feel that way.
I was just
They're written by men.
Japan, the Buddhists believe, and I mean,
the Buddhists can go a lot of different ways with Buddhists, yes.
And there are so many. There's a God for prosperity. There's a God for.
Right. Are they wrong?
Fertility. There's a God. I think
You think it's all part of one?
I think it's all.
Is that
part of one.
Ganush?
No, we had that for lunch.
Oh, is it? What's the
Ganesh.
Ganesh? Is that the one, the elephant with? What's the one with the lady with all the Hindu?
Yeah,
What's what religion is that with all the?
Hindu. That's Hindu.
Oh,
As I said, there are as many Hindus in the world as there are Catholics, more than there are Protestants.
What does that have to do with space?
Because he's talking about.
About infinity and what.
Got it.
Church lady jumped in and jumped there.
Because he's saying the Christian God is or maybe the Catholic God you're saying, is too narrow of a picture for the
okay.
world. But that doesn't mean there isn't a God.
No, I'm not saying that. I don't have any answers. So different religions have different answers, and a lot of people don't have
and guess what?
religion. What?
Everyone ends up in the same place. That's what I think.
I hope not.
No,
that's true.
I think
That's true.
It's wonderful
That's true.
if you have a belief system because you can fall back on it. You'll believe it'll help you how you behave, how you see the future, and all of that.
Gosh, why?
And that's comforting.
Can't we all be?
It's called the Kiwanis Club.
Last night I watched a great series, and it was on. It was a docu-series on Tehran and all the people who have left Iran. They're over here now. They have to be killed. They would be killed if they went back. And they're in Paris. They're in England. They're in the United States. And they showed obviously the rise of the Ayatollah. And it just makes you. The woman who walked out without her headscarf on, and she was, what do you call it? Flogged 70 times. There's a girl right now they're going to hang, and because she's a virgin, they're going to have sex with her because you're not allowed to be a virgin. They have to have sex.
I don't know about that. I know these other stories. That's true? Because she's a virgin, they'll have sex with her?
Yes.
In the Islamic religion?
Wait a second. You do know that they get raped. Men get raped in prison. These Islamic
Men get raped in prison everywhere.
Okay, but they're the Islamic Republic that's doing it.
Yeah.
The guard is raping men. This is how they think. They rape. She's a virgin, so we have to. There's going to be many men that hold her down.
I'm not questioning it, but I would double check that.
No, it's happening, and it's happening. These women.
So there are 1.5 billion Muslims in the world. They all come from the Abrahamic religion. They're all
Abraham is the father of all.
Many of them do not agree with this type of ideology.
I'm just saying that it's so much more complicated than we want it to be.
It is, because when the Shah was overturned, they were excited because he was so wealthy. They were excited about a new system coming in. They did not realize the religious sort of they did not in any way know what they were going to be facing.
And I think a lot of people don't realize that Iran was a very different and
it was
somewhat liberal place.
It was.
Before.
Women could go to university.
So you're sad, and this is what you watched?
Yeah. And I watched some shark attacks, too, and a grizzly bear. And I had a dream about a grizzly bear that I was in Colorado, and it was chasing me through a house. It was crazy. And I do watch a lot of pimple popping.
Okay, last night I watched, and I was thinking about you because I watched...
The adoption one?
No, I watched Your Friends and Neighbors, which I know you guys don't love, the John Hamm show, but I love it. But they did an interesting episode about... Should I not ruin about grief? That's all I'll say. I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it. And I was just thinking about your dad being in the hospital.
Yeah.
And so many of my friends are in this moment now.
Yes.
I've been through it, you've been through it, but you're in it.
Yep.
Where your parents are slowly dying, and maybe not slowly.
Yeah.
And it's just...
I was thinking about it.
It's one of the hardest...
My mom's 88. She has dementia, and she yells every day, why am I in this fucking place? Yells at my sister. My dad...
my mom, when she was at my house...
But she wasn't angry dementia.
Yeah. But she used to think she was in a hotel, and she was at my house, and she would say,
"That's not too far off.
Can I call room service?" And I'm like, "Here I am."
I've been in your house. That's not so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm grateful that your mom wasn't angry at the end. My mom is angry. And my sister,
is very typical.
It's very typical. And my sister reminded me. She goes, "Well, she always was kind of angry when we were growing up." I go, "That is true," but she did have a time when she was really soft. And I go, "Oh, this is nice." But anyway, my dad's in the hospital in a different city, and he can't go home. This house has to be sold. He can barely walk. There's 15 stairs in this house. It's the house I grew up in. They bought it in 1966.
You know what? I think now my kids look at us and say, "When do we take the keys?"
No.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I had to take the keys from my dad because I got a rental car, and I came home, my dad's taillight was busted. I go, "Dad, what the?" And I looked at my rental car, and I'm like, he bashed into it, and he wasn't going to tell me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Dad, no.
That happened with David's mom. She had a couple of little accidents that we didn't know.
You got to take the keys at some point.
We took the keys.
It's hard.
We took the keys. It happened while I was up there visiting.
I keep giving them the keys because I don't want to drive, but they won't take them.
Yeah, you're not.
You want one of us to pick you up at all times.
No,
but I know. And then I'm like, okay, I have to fly back there, but then I have 2 teenagers here. I'm very much in the in-between. I think they call it in Gen X, they call it the sandwich. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And it's been 3 weeks of me crying. And I'm like, well, why am I crying? I'm on antidepressants. I'd like to get off those. RFK, fuck you. I'm sorry, but that guy is crazy. And he keeps comparing.
You're not getting an argument from me.
I was on heroin when it was hard to get. You know, people with SSR. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
There are trillions of stars like our sun, and that's why.
You know what? I'd like to send him to the moon.
To make a sweeping statement about everything that's out there.
That's what he does, though.
Who does?
Robert Kennedy Jr. You know what? I'm going to talk to Cheryl Hines. We need to call her and say, reel your husband in. He's a whack job. Your husband's nuts.
Okay, just not that we can finish the grief thing, because you can never finish that conversation because it never ends. But I'm in a moment now with a lot of my friends, and I don't know what to say. And watching the show last night, I realized people always say the wrong thing. I had a pastor who once said, you don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
You just sit with someone.
Even with the cancer, when people, just being there is like huge.
There are no rules. The moment is different for everybody. They say, don't say this or say this. There are no rules. In the moment, you go with what you feel.
And you know me, I always, maybe all of us do this, I always want to make it better. So
no, but you're great. You're always there, and you're supportive. And even when I had cancer, I learned very quickly in the cancer community, you can't say, as a cancer survivor, people are like, oh, so my sister didn't fight hard enough. She's not a survivor. So I'm like,
and then what about the school? Don't say they fight. It's not a battle. There's that one as well. I'm at a point where it's not my friends' parents who are dying. It's my friends.
Oh, God.
Oh, Steve.
Jesus.
I've lost one of my 4 best friends growing up. 2 of them are gone. I got 1 other, and that's about it. They're gone all the time. And because of the internet, my curiosity is, I wonder whatever happened to so-and-so.
Yeah. Gone. Well, how do you respond? Because I've had a couple die of cancer that I was very good friends with back home. How do you, does it upset you?
No, because I accept, we get so much time, we don't know what it is, it's a crapshoot.
But don't you get, like, I get comfortable that you're always going to be here.
Oh my God, don't even.
I know. Dorothy and I had this conversation, and I cry thinking about it.
No, stop. I'm here.
I know.
I'm going to be around for a while.
No, I know.
What time is it?
He's going to be around for so Unanchored.
I got to make I want to make it. What time is dinner? What time is dinner? Don't make it too late.
4 o'clock.
Don't make it too late. Okay.
But I've been
around
you.
Is he going to be able to finish the podcast
longer than I've been around my own father?
Okay, hopefully this will make you laugh, even though it's not funny. When my office was next to Stevie's, he had an office alone. I shared it with 15 people.
And I didn't have one.
So I always would hear someone had died, and I knew often it was someone you knew, someone you loved.
In your department,
the angel of death for my friend.
Oh, you would tell him?
No, but people, well-known people who were his friends.
Oh God.
I know, and I'd always have to
Did you tell him Johnny Carson, or did you know from his wife, or do you remember?
No, the one
Ed?
I remember.
You know how I knew about Johnny?
How?
We had a friend. You knew him too. He worked with us for a short amount of time, who was in the hospital for a couple of months. He stepped on something. He had diabetes. It went through his foot, all through his whole body. They were always like,
he tripped over Johnny Carson?
They're going to have to remove your clavicle. They're going to have to remove your hip.
That's what Dad's going through, Diabetes is a hardcore,
But he was in the hospital for so long, and he was the funniest person that ever lived, and all the nurses loved him, so they always told him everything.
Did he like fishing?
Yes. So he called me and said, Johnny's dead.
No shit.
Yeah. But it was Brandon Tartikoff. I mean, it was just people
Brandon Tartikoff was my friend forever, right?
Wow.
You were crying when you
Well, because I didn't want to have to tell you, but I thought, is it better to hear it from the angel of death than to read it somewhere?
Yes, right? I mean...
Marlon Brando, we got a tip, people who were at a funeral home, that Marlon Brando was dead. I was working with Connie Chung then. And so Connie was going to do the story immediately, but she called his house to see who was there, and Marlon answered the phone.
Oh my God, you know that other story like
let's breathe this story for a moment.
Oh my God.
Let it breathe a little bit.
That's crazy.
And she had to rush because the newsroom was already mounting the story. So it was good that, what if he didn't answer the phone?
He's alive.
Okay, you go ahead.
Producer Bill, my producer for many years, got a tip that Gregory Peck had died. And he was trying to, it was like a Friday, and we're trying to find out. And he finally, from a publicist, got a phone number that he never should have had. And he called, and said, I'm so sorry, identified himself. We hear that Mr. Peck has passed on, and I can't do the voice. You can probably do it.
I'm here.
So the woman who answered the phone hands the phone to someone who says, I don't even have a cold. He was alive. We almost killed off so many people.
I dated his son. Well, we only went on one date, but he was married to Cheryl Teagues. He was very lovely, and he looked.
I saw Cheryl Teagues recently.
He did?
Yeah.
He looked exactly like his dad.
Who'd you see recently?
Cheryl Teagues.
When I was at KBC Radio, not when you were there, but my first time around.
Was Art Bell a big thing then?
We got
the UFO.
We had Charlton Heston on the phone. Right?
Wow!
So you'll know this, you'll understand. He's on the phone, and we say,
"Oh my God,
Charlton, will you stick around a little bit because I want to ask you." Yeah, sure. So we go to the break. You know what the break is like.
Oh God!
There's 3 minutes of commercial. There's a traffic hit. There's 2 minutes of commercial.
No, it's
There's 2 minutes of commercial. And then there's a news update.
Horrible.
And suddenly I hear in the background, please, can anyone hear me? I have to go. I have to go.
And it's the voice of God.
Yeah.
It's Charlton Heston.
Yeah. So, did he come back or no? He was gone.
No, I just
We never had him on the show.
never.
I don't think so.
I used to go to his house to do interviews with him. He had a whole.
Wait, who was it that Michelle dated? His son?
John Wayne's son.
John Wayne's son. Yes, that's right. That's right.
We never had John Wayne either.
No, we had a son.
You
Ethan.
might have.
Ethan.
I don't think I ever did anything with John Wayne. Never.
No.
It's hard. You're the one who pointed out to me. I remember everything except things like
Cute blonde girls who were on the show.
Who were on the show, yeah.
You also remember.
He would forget the blonde actresses, and they would all be sad because he would be so wonderful with them when they were on, and they had this connection.
They come back in.
I remember.
And I would always say to him, this is the blonde that you liked, and I would give him like the little history.
Yeah.
Jason Ritter is on, John Ritter's son, is on, he's on Instagram, and he does his dad. So people will go, do the face that your dad used to do when he was chasing the girls around the apartment. He goes, I don't know, do you mean this one? He's hilarious. And he's married to this brilliant Aussie, or is she a Kiwi, Australian or Kiwi actress, Melanie. You've seen her in tons of stuff. And they're just brilliant together. And he honors his dad. And one time he cried about his dad. And I was like, oh my God. Because I did the Vagina Monologues and he came backstage. Now for me, he came back for Susan Anton. And I grew up watching Three's Company, and I just forgot all that because he's just so funny, and he brought all three of us flowers. But
John or the son?
John. But I do talk to Jason on Instagram.
We saw you. Did you go? I
Really,
saw you in the Vagina Monologues.
Thank you for coming.
I also saw you when you played Joni in Rehab.
Oh my God!
In Rehab.
I forgot that. I should have been in Rehab when I was doing it.
It was a small theater. You were good.
Oh my God!
It was that was Rehab. Yeah.
Okay, but I had no business being
no, you were good.
Show business.
You were good. You were good.
When I did the show a million years ago with my dear God, departed Sam Rubin. Yeah. I think you know this story. Sammy and I did a show, didn't last very long. Scoop with Sam and Dorothy. And once we got canceled, the word gets out, but we still had like 2 weeks of shows that we had to do. Yeah. And all the celebrities canceled except John.
Oh, I thought Tom Hanks came.
Oh, Tom was on before.
Okay.
Before John Ritter.
John Ritter
God
showed up.
Him.
And the nice thing was I got to say that to him years later when he was on Good Day.
Good Day.
LA. That show we used to do.
He was
what a sweet
classy, beautiful
Somebody
man.
just sent me, I swear, in the last 2 days, an interview I did with John Ritter backstage at the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion.
Really?
He was doing a play. This must have been 1981. He was, well, so was I.
Were you born?
He was so young looking. All we talked about, apropos of what you said, was his dad.
Tex
Ritter, the famous country singer and actor, the guy who sang the High Noon song in the movie.
Yeah. When
I do this
Suzanne,
a lot.
yes, you do.
You're Richard Lewis.
When Suzanne Somers died of breast cancer, and also Jackie Collins, I cried for a week over both of them. Jackie, had her daughter on one of my shows, and I cried in front of her, and I was so embarrassed because
I feel like Jackie used to come in and bring us books and maybe champagne.
Always.
Jackie was just
She was amazing. And Suzanne, Suzanne battled breast cancer for a very long time and did it differently than I did. And she would call in the radio station because she hosted my 50th birthday in Palm Springs at her beautiful home.
Oh, Suzanne Somers.
Yes. And we took the funicular, what's it called?
Funicular.
Yeah. Up. And Ruby was a little girl. Ruby was like 9. And the house is built in this mountain. And
Is it up the funicular?
Yeah.
Wow, you go through like 4 climate zones going to the top.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It could be snowing.
And you you go outside to get into the dining. Anyway, she had this book wall, and she goes, come here, I'm going to show you something. And you open it up, and it's like a whole wine cellar with all her fur coats and a table you can eat at. Anyway, one day I was watching.
Is that Suzanne you're talking about?
Suzanne Somers.
Let me interrupt you for a moment.
Yeah.
Can I interrupt her?
Yeah, you can. Okay. Go ahead.
I did a thing with...
So anyway, we were in there, and what happened
That was timing. Timing, you see, that's good timing. So I went to a house that they owned in the desert way outside of Las Vegas. They were living outside of Las Vegas in the middle of nowhere.
Jeez.
They had like bottles of water because that's all you could drink. And I remember I did an interview with her walking around the desert. And I asked her, why do you live here?
Well, she also had a house at the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're pretty loaded.
But she was doing, we didn't call it that then, she was doing a residency in Vegas at that time. So that's where they lived.
Somebody just asked me, what do you think of Alan selling something? I think he sold, I don't know, it's like controversial. And I was like, what? Something about the Suzanne Somers,
they had a
beautiful life together.
love story.
Do you remember the time she was on air? I was watching her live on Instagram. And of course, Alan is behind the camera, and she's in her rock-filled, it's so cool. It's like a gazebo.
Like a grotto.
A grotto, yeah. Mirrors, doing makeup. And this man walks in, this strange man. And she goes, oh, can I help you? This is all live. She doesn't know him. And he goes, I think you need this. And she goes, oh, thank you. No, just a piece of paper open. And she goes, Alan? And Alan goes, hi. Can we help you?
I was on camera?
Yes.
Okay.
He was a fucking crazy fan, a stalker.
Okay.
And if you know her house, built on the hill anyway, they called the police. I said, you handled that so well, because she was not. She just said, what's your name? And she was Suzanne.
Mm-hmm.
Suzanne, who famously said to us when you and I didn't get along,
I love it
when you guys don't get along.
No, she goes, I like it when you guys.
Wait, I like it when you get along.
I like it when you get along.
She said, but when you get along, it's good. When you don't get along, it's good TV.
Yeah,
it's great.
It's great. Great TV.
It's great. That was her line.
Well, you got somewhere to go? Jeez, what are these hotel keys? You got
a janitor?
What? You didn't get
where's the bowl?
I gave you my keys.
The bowl.
We're taking your
keys.
keys.
It's the 70s. They used to put keys in the bowl.
We are key parties. We are taking your keys.
I have to ask a question about key parties. I never heard of key parties in the 70s. I only heard about it in the 90s.
Oh, I saw some movie.
Did it ever happen?
How would I know? I was 10. No. I was 10 years old.
And the pill parties too, right? Everybody threw in a pill, and I think that still happens actually.
Are you serious?
Oh, that's Jill's house on a Thursday night. I remember going to. Jill was a big boxing fan for a while. And
we didn't do any pills or key parties.
I've changed the subject.
Oh.
Okay, so.
Moving on.
And going to her house.
Pugilists.
To watch boxing matches and other things.
That's right.
I wasn't invited.
And other things.
No, because
you weren't into boxing.
You weren't into boxing.
You don't like
You didn't care.
But also, I would be there, and on the couch would be all the Kardashians.
Yeah, sure.
And
Babyface.
And Babyface, and not the other guy. Who else was
Ray
there?
J?
Ray J was there.
Oh my God, Kris Jenner looked amazing at the Met Ball. Did you see? Sorry.
Can I just say yes? You're correct.
Okay, all right. So, and Kris Jenner would be there, and Bruce. And as I said to him the other day, if you call somebody by their name before they transition, it's called dead naming, and it's like a no-no.
Oh,
but if you're in the historical context,
how do you refer to the person?
I think in the historical context,
you're allowed to say Bruce Jenner was there.
That makes sense.
Because Caitlyn wasn't
there.
Yeah,
right.
Caitlyn was not there.
Yeah, and
oh, that's interesting.
They're inside.
Dead naming, no shit. That's
and they all. The reason they were all there because the center of all of it was her. It was Jilly Baby, right?
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, the center of all of it, and you invited me over to see a boxing match.
Yep.
Can you remember who was fighting?
Jermaine Taylor?
No, that's a good guess.
This is where you guys lose me.
I know.
I was in it for the Kardashians.
Now you know how I felt the first 20 minutes of this podcast.
How you feel always.
Yes.
Who was it?
It was Arturo Gotti.
Yes, Arturo Gotti Jr.
And
that's it.
Fighting this other guy.
Coming up and
His name was Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather,
And you
yep.
said to me, because you knew something about Gotti, and you said, he's going to win. I said, there's not a chance in hell that he's going to win.
Yeah.
Really?
Tell me more.
Yeah.
And Floyd Mayweather won.
Floyd,
He kicked his ass.
With one hand.
Anyway, the Chappelle Show, can we just move on? Which is, if you watch clips now, even, it's so funny, but it was ahead of its time, but also...
any of those shows, if Friends, you watch Friends now, you're like, ooh, Seinfeld,
So-
how'd they get away with that?
So Dave Chappelle was talking to Eddie Murphy, and Eddie's brother used to be on it, Charlie, and Charlie sadly died of cancer, as did his wife. Rest in peace, Charlie. But Donnell Rawlings is still around, and Dave Chappelle said to Eddie, Eddie goes, you should make a movie about it. And he said, I would if you were part of it. So now they're in talks. But right now on TikTok, they're showing clips of Chappelle, and they did Tyrone Biggums. I don't know if you know. He's the black guy that he's blind, but they brought him up as a white guy, and he becomes a white supremacist.
Yep.
And they're showing it to black people that have never seen the Chappelle Show, and some of them are like, and they show him as a kid with the like Stevie Wonder glasses, and I'm pissing my pants laughing.
I remember Chappelle's show. You were going through a difficult time, and
It saved my life.
It was your saving grace.
That
Yeah.
and Howard Stern. Yep.
Here you go, both of us.
And we have the same color.
Where's mine?
I
Don't
stole
you wish
yours.
we didn't get along? Matt, we have the same lipstick. What? We can kiss you and it'd be the same color.
So
We won't.
So there are septillion stars in the sky.
You guys,
Who are we to think that we know the answer to anything? Okay.
when you used to watch us on that other show, and like Suzanne said, we would fight. Now we love each other. And I had an operation, and Dorothy drove me there. And then Steve came, and also.
Who are we to think that we have answers?
I Can't Quit You. Name that movie.
Brokeback.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve's favorite movie. It's his favorite love story. Go ahead.
Remember when we won't say who, obviously, you were dating someone back in the day, and I walked into, it was a while ago, I walked into a very large restaurant, Kate Manalini, which doesn't exist anymore, but I walked in, big cavernous restaurant, and Randy Jackson, who you all know from Idol, Randy was there, and Randy yelled to me across the entire restaurant, "Why is Jillian dating a gay guy?"
I know who that is, yeah. You also ran into Randy in Hawaii.
Oh, no, in Ireland.
Did he
I thought it was Hawaii.
No, oh my God. Oh, yeah, you know what?
Of course.
I did see him in Hawaii. I forgot.
You gotta go
No,
with
but
some
the
of these
better
things.
story is
I'm not gonna
in
tell you who
Dublin.
it was.
I ran into him. It was
Randy.
I was
Dog.
jet lagged. We just gotten there. Hi, dog. And it was raining, but we all went out and had a couple of drinks because you're in
Ireland.
You're in Dublin.
Or you're in Pasadena.
Yeah,
Whatever.
It wasn't dry January or February. And so it starts to rain, so we go running back into the hotel, drown rats, run into the elevator. Some nice person opens it for us when it was starting to close. I don't even look at the person. I'm talking to my friend, and Randy Jackson goes, "Dorothy."
Why is Jillian dating a gay guy? But for the record, he was not, he might have been bi because we were together. And a lot of people used to say that to me. Go ahead.
Yes. Memory is really strange.
Subjective.
And I understand it's so subjective that almost everybody's an unreliable narrator when it comes to history.
We should do that at some point. Go through things and see how we each tell the story.
yes.
But finish your point.
By the way, I hear it all the time when you talk about what happened.
And you don't
I
believe.
see it. Well, I see it differently.
Okay.
But some people live lives emotionally. So the recall is based on the emotional moment.
I think I do.
Yeah, and that colors.
You
what
used to say
remember.
Lisa Joyner did not. I love Lisa Joyner. But you know what? How does Dorothy? Is she emotional or no?
I'm a little of both.
I think you're both. I think you're very sensible
she's also,
and sensitive.
She has some Pollyanna memory.
Yeah, probably.
That's nice to
Pollyanna
have. I
memory.
wish I did.
My sister and I, and you can all relate to this. My sister's a little older than I am. I love her. We're very, very close. She doesn't remember very much of her childhood. She remembers when things
We're bad.
Yeah. When she got slighted, or she didn't wear the right skirt when everybody's wearing a skirt, or
And you're the complete opposite personality.
yeah. But so I remember her life, and I was a younger brother.
You remember the good things.
I remember her life.
Wait, you remember the bad things?
No, I can tell her about.
Oh,
things
good.
she
You can tell
did.
about the good things.
That's my role in the family too. I tell my sisters,
You know,
everything about
she
who
won't-
they
she
dated, who they.
She won't remember, and it'll be big chunks of things.
even when you tell her, she doesn't
Even
remember.
now, she'll even call me now and say, "Did I do this or did I do that?" And it's emotional memory.
Interesting.
And I don't know if there is a gender factor involved in this. My memory is pretty clear of everything from the time I was about 4 or 5 years old. not that I was trying to take it in, it just
came to you.
It's just your brain.
And I also realized when I was young, a lot of people just get it wrong. And once they get it wrong, I was talking to somebody we worked with who told me a story.
Can you do a rhymes with or no? It doesn't matter. We'll probably guess it by the time you tell the story.
No, you won't, because I want to live. So.
Oh, well, now I know who it is.
Okay, so, and he told a story involving somebody and somebody else.
Okay.
And he completely reversed it. He was involved in the story, completely reversed the story. Everything the other person did, he said he did, and he could swear on a Bible that
But don't you notice even in...
I did that badly, I'm sorry. Don't make a note about that.
Even in families, don't you know that in the same family, people have very different thoughts and memories and feelings about their childhood?
Yeah.
Very different.
Sure.
And we all grew up in the same house.
Well, let me tell you something. When I went home to Canada, I had 3 cousins come up to me and say, was it Uncle so-and-so? Because it happened to me too. So I had the same experience. It was validation for us. We were like, yes.
It happened to all of them, huh?
Absolutely. And then
he's gone,
And then I said it on one of the things. And one of my aunts was watching, and she called up her daughter. She goes, "It better not. What the hell?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I caused. Look what I caused." But then I think, you know what? Talking about it is better than bottling.
Well, it may not be better for that aunt.
See, I don't know.
But it happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
No, but for that aunt,
I know,
who's
but
probably old and going to die soon, and this is what she goes with, and you killed her.
You know what? Jeez. Interesting. Here's the thing. I do remember. I'm glad you tickled yourself with that.
I am still tickled.
You're still tickled big. I have good memories, but I also
no
have
one in her family will speak to her for a year. But don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Thank you. I'm glad it was funny.
I have an emotional memory, and this shows you the contrast. One day, I was 10 years old, and I'm walking into the parking lot where we live, and I see my sister. It goes like this, and my sister and my father are getting into his car. And I think, well, that's a little unusual. And I go over to them and I say, "Hey, where are you going?" And they look at each other like, I said, "Where are you going?"
They were buying you a gift or something.
No, they were going to the Yankee game.
Without you?
I was the Yankees as a kid. I'm a Dodger now, but I was a Yankee.
They're doing very well this season. I know. My husband's obsessed.
And I could tell even at the age of 10, something must have happened here. Where Stevie gets everything. I'll take you. So I walk over, and they're doing my thing, and the car drives away, and I'm standing there watching them waving them goodbye. I'm kind of hurt, but I kind of understand at the same time. So this is a big moment. I've told my sister this story. She has no memory of this whatsoever.
Well, and the fact that you kind of understood, you've always been that person.
Do you remember one time you turned to me, I was 34, I'll never forget it. You said, he grabbed my arm and he goes, "Enjoy this." And I was like, "Yeah, for sure, whatever, Steve." And I flew through it like, whatever.
Well, we both did.
Yeah.
I kept...
And it was the time I got the job at the NFL, and I was starting to get commercials.
Everything was working.
And he said, "Enjoy this." And I, in my head, I was like, this is the way it works, and it'll always happen. And, absolutely not. Come on.
I would remember better. I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt you with a line that you love from a movie. "If I only knew, I would have remembered it better."
Ooh.
What's that from?
It's the line you love.
I know. What movie is it from?
Oh, it's a good tease.
I'm thinking...
Wonderful Life or
It's
something?
in Baltimore.
Oh, Philadelphia Story?
No.
That would be in Baltimore.
Avalon. We watched that movie every Thanksgiving in my house for years.
Oh my God, sometimes I kill myself doing trying to be funny.
What's the U2 line? What's the bottom line? "I knew so much more then than I know now."
Oh, well, no, that's also the Dylan song.
Oh, whoa.
I was younger.
Are you saying Bono plagiarized?
I'm so much younger now than I was.
Okay.
All right. So in that line,
everything,
they're going back in memory of, and he said, "If I knew it would all be gone," or whatever it is, I would try to have remembered.
All I remember from that movie is you cut the toy key.
You cut the toy key.
So we watched it, Avalon, every Thanksgiving.
Really?
I've never seen it.
It's about time. I was going to take you. You were depressed once.
It's a beautiful old movie.
Jeez, am I ever not depressed?
Well, it's a lot of
I used to have so much fun. What happened? Go ahead.
You were depressed.
Wait. I remember what I was going to tell.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, God, Steve interrupted me. That
Good
never
catch.
happened.
Good catch.
I forgot. Okay, I used to talk, I'm always like, woo-woo, woo-woo stuff, I used to talk to our producer, Lisa B., who really couldn't give a damn about woo-woo stuff.
The least cosmic person.
Oh my God, yes.
And
she's
I was
hilarious.
once talking to her about the power of now. And
The
she,
book?
She
Yeah.
couldn't give a
She
damn.
thought you were talking about the women's organization.
We were, the power of now. It means be in the moment.
Yeah. Be mindful.
Eckhart Tolle, if you want to
Be
read
mindful.
the book.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
is that how you say his
It
name?
used to be his favorite word.
Eckhart Tolle.
I think
Yeah,
so.
Eckhart Tolle. Yeah.
He's a
Could be saying it
Canadian.
wrong.
So what?
Okay.
Steve saying be mindful
what?
just to be funny because we used to say, I am not unmindful. Wasn't that our phrase? I am not unmindful. Anyway, we are at the Tonight Show. For the first time, we're doing the Tonight Show. And the three of us are walking out of the green room.
Yes.
And Lisa B. comes up to me and says, now.
Oh, that's chills.
Oh my gosh. To be in that moment.
I was walking out of Tonight Show and you were in a limo with Patty.
Oh.
And you saw Jane and me walking out. Do you remember this?
No, I'm going to be your sister right now. Nope.
And you said to me, I got it. And I said, what do you mean? I saw the two of you walking out and you just kind of looked at each other like, wow, wasn't that great? And you did a little hip swing together.
Okay, well, you said you were going to take me somewhere. Where?
I was going to take you to see The Big Lebowski.
Oh my God, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Dude. I love that
because
movie.
you were
Depressed?
You were depressed.
Okay, so how about this? Nobody fucks with the Jesus. He's like, oh, Jesus. You got that right, man. Nobody
right,
fucks with the John Turturro in that movie is, oh my God, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he does the dance and
Can I do this again?
Yes.
When Jill, every day I would wonder what
mood she was going to be
I
in.
had like a Jill mood thermometer.
Dear Lord.
And so
And sometimes you would tip me off.
Yes.
Was it a Jill mood or was it a Jill personality? Do you think I'm schizophrenic?
I don't think you're schizophrenic.
Do you think I'm not bipolar? I know that because my psychiatrist who prescribed said I'm not bipolar.
I don't think you're bipolar.
Not bipolar.
No,
Okay, what the fuck is the problem?
Nuts. He thought
Manic depressive.
nuts.
That's
I
bipolar.
know, I just
He just think
There's a
nuts.
little joke
Little
there.
nuts.
Oh, a little nutty. That's Canadian.
So Jill, we would be in the studio at one end. You know the story.
Oh God.
And Jill would come walking in, and this is what you'd hear.
Or click clack.
No, it wasn't click. It was heavy.
Oh, it was okay. That was that day. Okay. And this, mind you, is at 7 a.m.
Oh yeah, it's 1 minute of 7. You're walking across the studio for us to say it's a good day, Alex.
Why was I mad?
We were rarely phony. Maybe at the very top of the show, but rarely phony.
Never. Yeah, we were like if we were mad,
I don't know.
everybody knew it.
I don't know if we were good, but we were
Real.
And we were. And I used to say,
You used to say we were the first reality
we
show.
were the first reality show because stuff was real going on, and we were never more real than after 9/11.
Yeah.
And after 9/11, first of all, our ratings were great, which was so heartwarming.
Jeez.
We were honored that you
Yes.
trusted us.
Oh my
and watched us
gosh.
on a day
Wow.
like that.
Exactly.
Do you know? I didn't even know that. I did not know that our ratings that people. I did not know that. That can make me cry.
Yeah,
Well, everything makes me cry.
They came. It was comfort.
Wow.
We also trusted.
My memories of that day.
And we also, for a month afterwards, we didn't get stupid.
Yeah.
We understood the responsibility of what we were doing.
Oh my God!
Do you remember that?
Nash was supposed to start preschool that day, and we wound up keeping him home for like 3 months.
It was
over.
You know the story. Driving in my car on my way there, my phone rings. It's you,
Yeah.
and you say to me, I said, what? I'm going to be late. I said, don't worry about it. No, I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
Then Jean calls me. My wife calls me. She said, a plane hit a building in Manhattan right now, and they don't know it. And I call you back, and I said, don't worry, don't rush.
Did you think at first it could have been a passenger plane?
I had no idea.
Or did you think it was a
report,
mail?
not-
It was FedEx or something?
Not to show off and be the goody-goody, but I was already
Yeah,
at work
you
with
were-
these two slackers.
you were-
Yeah,
well,
that's
because-
right.
Getting there.
Because you got to get there for makeup. You know what it's like.
And I needed an extra hour. I sat there with producer Jeff.
Yeah.
Because we saw the Chiron, the little writing that comes on the screen about a small plane, the first plane. And so I ran out to where Jeff was, and we both saw, because it was on live TV, it was
a
a
big-
second plane. And I mean,
It was big.
I was screaming.
My God.
And I called David.
You called me.
You were on your way to work, not quite there yet. And David was asleep, so it went, because this is like, what, 6 something in the morning. It went to voicemail.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, he kept the voicemail. I was
because you lived
Can
in New York.
Can we play it now?
Yes.
No, you know. Well, think about those voicemails. People that you hear them from the.
Is the world freaking ending?
How about those people that called, borrowing each other's phones, calling? I get chills listening to those. And I remember I listened every day to Howard Stern, and I'll never forget him saying, "Robin, this is a effing terrorist attack. Yeah. We are under attack." And I was like, he's the first one to say it. He was right. He's always damn right. You know what he said about the Gilbo beach killer, that big fat Howerman? What's his name?
I don't know.
Les Huerman.
You're better on serial killers.
Not
You're
quite.
not talking about Dr. Huberman, the Huberman lab.
Oh no, the guy who's the architect who killed all those.
I know the story.
12 women that were prostitutes, and nobody cared because they were prostitutes. Like, hello, they were young sex workers. They were young girls. Anyway, Howard Stern got on and said, "We're probably going to find out he's some respected architect in New York City, Manhattan." Hello, he was. Howard also got a call from a serial killer back in the 90s, and it was absolutely true. They caught him, and it was the guy. I mean, the stuff is anyway. 9/11, that was hardcore.
God, I remember somebody writing in to us, and it was months after. And I guess I'd lived in New York. I'd been in that building.
You both.
I just started wearing black, which I still wear now all the time. But somebody wrote in and said, "Please stop wearing black."
Oh, yeah.
What?
But it had been a couple of months.
Oh, wow.
The degree of uncertainty when we were on the air.
Yeah.
We didn't know. Is this going to happen everywhere?
Yeah.
Is it going to happen in LA?
It was starting to when we were on the air.
Yeah, but nobody knew if there were 100 planes up doing this thing, or there were other groups and sex.
How about Todd Beamer?
When there's somebody's cell that's deeply...
Oh, the cell, sleeper cells.
Sleeper cells suddenly activated everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
We didn't know.
Well, and we had that moment where the first tower went down, and we were replaying it again and again and again, because we had that video.
And the first tower that went down was actually the second tower that was hit. It went down first.
And then...
That's when you guys caught me.
Yeah.
I'm watching, and I think because we were replaying the videos.
Right, the second tower went down, but you knew. We thought it was just a replay of the first tower.
I said, this happened earlier. This is a tower going to end.
Jill's like, no, that's the second tower.
Jill said, wait a minute. I called Howard Stern. Howard Stern said it's live.
But you know what? I got to tell you guys something.
What?
What about the plane? Todd Beamer, these heroes got on this, I think it was Flight 93, and they...
That's a great movie.
Charged the cockpit, and they took the plane down in a field. So these men knew they were going to die. They were on the phone with their wives.
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Yeah. Let's roll. And that's why President Bush said, the let's roll.
Have you ever gone to the museum in New York?
I've never been.
It's
really
hardcore, something
right?
To
like
see. It is something to see.
Don't they read the names every year?
Yeah, they do.
But the museum is built beneath where the towers were.
Oh my gosh!
And they have the fire trucks that are burned.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so haunting.
Yeah.
So they have memorabilia from that. Yeah. Remember the priest that was struck? Okay, this is the most frightening. The firefighters, there were a few of them being interviewed, and you could see them looking up, and you'd hear, and you see the firefighter go, and he just walks away because it was people that they weren't jumping. They had a choice: burn alive in engine fuel or go down. And when they heard, you keep hearing this, right? And the fire chief said, they were bodies, and they not only did they just disintegrated. When they hit the ground, it was just nothing. I saw one on, and I was like,
we had a reporter. Was it Rick Leventhal?
Yes, and he was all gray, ash,
covered in ash.
Living in America.
By the way, those kids that were that were pregnant by those firefighters, they're now 20-something years old. Yeah. That freaks me out. But
living in America. We have an interesting history because we're separate from everything. Like, let's say you live in Europe.
Well, we think we're very safe.
Yeah, if you live in Europe and Germany and France and England, you're at war all the time. Yeah,
it's closer.
On your land.
Really?
Well, if you live in
Germany
and
France,
First World War.
Oh,
Second
the
World
history
War.
of that.
Yeah,
yes,
you're used
but
to
they're
that.
on war now.
Well, Ukraine, not that far away.
No, that's not my point. But let's say that you were born in 1910.
Yeah.
You lived through First World War, the Second World War, the Depression.
I'm
Vietnam.
so sorry, Steve, that you had to live through all that.
What?
Vietnam.
And it's not been easy.
Korea.
And then you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, are you saying it as an American, lived through?
No, it's shocking to us because we never had that.
We're somewhat entitled because we have oceans.
We're always going away to fight wars. They're not here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why we're in this war right now. We're skirmish, if you want to call it. Like, what? This is ridiculous. In
We
Iran.
could talk about something important, but Steve has a phone call.
You know what?
Bloomingdale's rack
I
store.
thought, that we ran on no war and Epstein files. Here we are in a war.
It's a
Guess what?
mini war.
They're opening up a museum. Guess what it is?
What?
It's all the Epstein files, and they've tried to redact. It's fantastic. A person is open. It's all
museum.
just books everywhere, and you can take up.
Did I ever talk to you about my relationship with him? I never
With Epstein?
Yeah.
Liar.
Shut up. Liar, pants on fire. No.
Irving Epstein. He was my podiatrist.
Steve feels so
By the
left
way,
out. He's not in the files.
It was actually a great question. One of the congressmen brought up, why did Lex Westman, Wexler,
yes.
who owns Victoria's Secret, pick a high school math teacher? Okay,
Did he make
a fill-in.
Did he make a fish like that with
A high school fucking fill-in teacher, not even an
He
adjunct.
wasn't a fill-in. He was an adjunct.
Wait. Who hired him to teach at that school?
William Barr's father, who was the.
Oh my God.
Bill Barr, the Attorney
Bill Barr.
General.
It's so
Under
corrupt.
Trump
I
one.
can't.
But I want to cut some slack for some people. If you lived in New York then,
He was around.
yeah, he was not just.
Epstein?
He was like Trump. He was everywhere.
He was
Was
not
he?
just around. He was a.
What about Ghislaine?
He was a connection to other people. If you had a charity, let's say the guy was the head of Bard University, who wants to step down now, Bard College, because he was friendly with Epstein, because Epstein raised a lot of money for the college.
Yeah.
So he'd go to dinner at his house and all those things.
So it's not all of it is nefarious.
He didn't do anything bad,
Yeah.
but he knows he'll be tainted, so he stepped away after 50 years at the college.
Good, as he should. People in other countries have stepped down, have been ordered to, and here in America there's no arrest, there's nothing. It just feels wrong.
There's been a lot of step down. There have been step down.
Well, that's good. We need more. I just think it's so disgraceful.
Why are you writing Bob?
I don't know, Bob.
Why are you
Who's
writing
Bob?
with
I wrote
Bob?
Bob. Did you?
As your psychiatrist,
Did you? Yeah, what does that mean? Did you say Bob Barr? You said William Barr.
B-O-B. What does that mean? Hold on just a second. What does that mean to you?
I wrote
the
Bob.
letter is B-O-B.
I wrote Bob.
Does it mean
Did you say Bob?
bring
Bill.
only...
He said Bill Barr.
Bring only
Booze?
booze.
Yeah. Okay.
Bring your own booze. B-O-B. Bring only booze. That's weird.
All right. Can we wrap up? We're done.
Yay! Well, that was interesting. And Bob, if you're out there, please
And here's
like
something-
and subscribe.
Bob, subscribe.
Yeah.
Here's something we should be saying throughout the whole thing. I think it's probably on the screen that
Yeah,
you can
please.
subscribe.
We love
out
you.
there. Subscribe. Keep this thing going if you want to.
Yeah,
And
we'd love to.
I'm all in favor of it. I actually took a vote myself.
Yeah. He took a vote in his car today, and he's like,
whether I wanted to continue.
To be honest, Steve was not the first one to jump in when this idea was floated. I believe you were the
that's true.
third.
That is absolutely true.
Third, yeah.
He was hesitant.
He was a little hesitant, a little reluctant.
We had our reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, we
But
had
here
our
we are, okay? And that's all
Whether
that
he
matters.
wants it or not.
That's right.
Whether you like it or remember Gavin Newsom
What?
when he did the first gay
Yes,
couple marriage,
I remember him.
and he said, here they are, whether you like it or not, right?
The couple?
Yeah,
They were like,
it was
thanks.
the first gay couple he's saying to the public, and then he kind of stepped back a little bit because of the backlash.
Yeah.
And now, of course, he embraces
And
that.
I
that's
know we're saying
hysterical.
goodbye, but Gavin used to come on Good Day LA. And whether you like him or not, back then we were always like, oh, he's handsome.
He's
that what
still
you did?
good looking.
Yeah.
And you know what?
He's
I love
dreamy.
You know
that
what
he
it-
mocks Trump on Instagram.
Oh, I got a great one. You love this. Wait a minute. Wait.
What?
He
are you
came on the
writing
show
now?
once,
I said OB.
and his wife.
Your
Jennifer.
gynecologist.
Oh,
She
Okay.
kind of pissed me and Lauren Sanchez off.
Well, good. So she did a documentary,
And we're in it. We're bimbos.
and it's about. No, that's not quite it. But
It is.
But
How news is
she also
been-
talked about how women age out, and
That wasn't our part. Our part was that it's because we're.
can I do my thing? Then you do yours.
Well, it was about me and Lauren Sanchez. So,
Okay.
okay, go ahead.
Okay.
It pissed me off.
And how women age out and men don't, and they go on forever. And it's a clip of me.
Of course.
Me.
Oh, shit
I'm
balls.
the old white guy with the white
Oh, I
hair.
did. Okay, I didn't know that.
So,
And you had some sort of argument with this?
No,
This is not true.
No, I don't-
I did not know that.
no
I'm
problem.
sorry.
So there's a good story here. So he's on. I go into the green room and I said to her, "Hi, you know me?" She said, "No, I know you're on TV." I said, "No."
I'm in your
I'm
documentary.
the old white guy.
In your clip, in your movie.
Yeah. I'm the old
By the
white
way,
guy.
Did you just say to her, "I'm the bimbo"?
Yeah,
Thank you.
me and Lauren Sanchez are the bimbos that you were talking about. Hey, you're also in. I'm watching Hulk.
Oh, he's in every documentary.
He's in every documentary, and then
Don't
I
watch
see
any of them.
also Heather Locklear, my good friend, is also in every documentary from the. You and Heather pop up, and then I screenshot and I send, and I'm like, oh my
Steve
god.
is always asking some cute actress a very long, complicated question.
Funny, and you were with Hulk, and you
it's
were
funny.
doing some funny stuff. You were like
I
flexing.
don't have to say this. I'm a really good interviewer. I'm
Yeah, you are.
as good as you'll ever meet.
You're an excellent.
And when
interviewer.
I ask a really good long question, I lose you.
You know what's funny, you
I lose
guys?
you halfway.
Okay,
He's
the
probably
problem
one of
would
the
be-
best interviewers ever, but when I'm
But
sitting
we
beside
chime
him,
in.
Yeah,
when I sit
exactly.
beside, I don't hear it. But
It's
when I
like when
see
you-
him on TV, I go, damn, that guy's good. Who's
And it's
that?
like when you go home and say, "Gee, that was funny what he said.
Steve's
How come I
funny."
didn't hear it?"
Yeah.
How come?
We were talking over each other.
Well, we're going to go now, and
right.
we're going to
Okay.
continue to talk over each other. But we love you, and we love when you subscribe and you like us. Please do so. I'm thrilled to come here every week and be depressed.
And I'm-
And Steve's finally okay with it.
I'm okay.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for being my therapist.
I love
Anyway,
you. I
what are we
love you
called
both.
again?
Aww.
So unanchored.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
So.